अस्मद्परमगुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मत्सर्वगुरुभ्यो नमः। हवन्। अगणे मिले पुरोहितं जगस्य देवमृतद्विजम् होतारं रत्नधातामं स्वाहा। एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ति प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा। ॐ श्रीरामभद्राय स्वाहा। ॐ श्री सीतावल्लभाय नमः स्वाहा। हरिः ॐ हिरण्यवर्णां हरणीं सुवर्णां रजतस्रजां चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो ममाव स्वाहा। नमो दिव्यै महादिव्यै शिवाय सततं नमः। नमः प्रकृत्यै भद्रायै शक्त्यै नमो नमः स्वाहा। लक्ष्मीनाथ समारम्भां श्री सीतानाथ समारम्भां नाथ जामोनि मध्याम् अस्मदाचार्यं पर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुं परम्पराम्। वर्णानामर्थसङ्घानां रसानां छन्दसामपि मङ्गलानां च करतारो वन्दे वाणी विनायकौ। भवानि शङ्करौ वन्दे श्रद्धा विश्वासरूपिणौ। व्याभ्यां विना न पश्यन्ति सिद्धाः स्वान्तहस्तमीश्वरम्। नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यवतोतैकवे नमः। आनन्दमानन्दकरं प्रसन्नं ज्ञानस्वरूपं निजभावयुक्तं योगीन्द्रमीढं भवरोगवैद्यं श्रीमद्गुरुं नित्यमहं नमामि। देवी प्रपन्नार्ति हरे प्रसीद प्रसीद मातर जगतोऽखिलस्य। प्रसीद विश्वरि पाहि विश्वम् त्वमीश्वरी देवी चराचरस्य। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे ता तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायां पतये नमः। आपदापहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। श्री सीताराम भगवान की जय। श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम श्री हरि। हम सभी गाएंगे आज सुबह। We all will sing collectively the great name of Bhagavan Shri Ram. Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Shri Ram श्री शंकर जी भगवान की जय। अनंत कोटि ब्रह्मांड नायक सर्वेश्वरेश्वर भगवान सीताकांत श्री रघुनाथ जी के चरणों में कोटि कोटि वंदन करते हुए प्रत्यक्ष अनुपस्थित हमारे हिंदू समुदाय के धर्माचार्य पंडित राम हरद्वार पांडे जी एवं मंच पर उपस्थित विप्र मंडली, यज्ञकर्ता यजमान, भजन मंडली, धर्म अनुरागी सज्जनों, माता बंधुओं एवं बाल गोपाल, आपके अंदर सभी के बैठे हुए श्री रघुनाथ जी के हमारे बारंबार वंदना। To the feet of Bhagavan Shri Raghunath ji, Shri Sitaram, Bharat Lakshmanan Shatrughan and Hanuman ji, and the entire Ayodhya and Sarju Maiya, I prostrate to that all-fading, all-pervading Lord, to our Dharmacharya, whom is the spiritual force for the Hindu community at large in the United States. Pandit Ram Haridwar Pandit, my humble prestations to him. Here in the mandap presents all Pandit, all the Vyasas from previous nights, all Brahmins that are here. To all my Pandit brothers, my humble the Yagna, who has been the first founders of the Sri Jalaram Mandir, the Vyas family, I congratulate you. Since beginning of Jalaram Mandir up to today, which being a success here of Ram Katha Shivir, the concept is Ramayan in the park. This is the courtyard of the Mandir, and this is the 8th session of Ram Katha Shivir. So it was done with good thoughts and intentions by your family, and good things happen up to today. When we do good things come to you. Our youngsters, from sound engineering to our great musicians, thank you for your input throughout. And thank you for assisting today's devotees, to all of you, the main engine of this program, here especially in Orlando. Mothers, children, and fathers, to all of you my humble pranam. And from all the Pandits here in Orlando, we prostrate to you. Look, in the evening, when the last aarti is already done, Pandit goes towards the dining table. And by the time we come back after that, the whole altar is already cleaned. While we are there, they are serving us. So this morning's katha, our final session here, I dedicate to those mothers who has restlessly cleaned, set up, feed all the Brahmins, prepare the food, the takeout for all of you. So this session is for all of you. We are a great servant. We cannot do that. All of that. We spend about 40 minutes, 35 minutes there on the dining. By the time we come back, everything is clean and set up ready for tomorrow. And they don't eat until everyone is finished. They're also fasting. Remember that. So it's a great sharanagati of all of you. And today's session also I want to dedicate to all the Pandits' fathers who has departed left their body and departed to the abode of the Lord. Most of us here. To those fathers, I dedicate the katha. To those, because without them we would not be here. We carry their DNA, their gotra, their teachings, their discipline, and that makes us sit here and deliver somewhat of an Ram Katha. Sitting here is not an easy task. Nothing is in our control. We cannot say anything. The Lord makes us say. With the blessing of Veda Vyasji Maharaj, Dvaipayanam, Krishna Dvaipayanam, we speak. Other than that, we are not able to. So therefore this Ram Katha, Ram Charitra, whether it is from the Valmiki Ramayan or Goswami Tulsidas Ram Charitra Manas or any other Ramayan, we have to remember one thing, that the Lord had descended onto earth, not to destroy the demonic act of Ravana. Dhrupati Vilasa Srishti Lai Hoi, he could have done it from his abode. But he came for his devotees to spend time. And he didn't want to come equipped with his gada, mace, etc. He wanted to come in the human form so that we can feel comfortable, so that he can pave the path for us, the path of humanity. And that is why Goswamiji added the word charitra, which is character. So to demonstrate and expose the character of that ideal human being, the Lord had descended for us. But what can be done with this human body? We all come from a very great background. Remember, the land from where our ancestors has come from. On that same land, the all-pervading Lord has walked bare feet. So don't take it lightly. Don't ignore certain things. In today's life, and this goes more for the younger generation, and you can see the result here. We're lacking of the present. And it's due to many reasons, which we heard from Dharmacharya in the past nights. But also one part is that we have become very self-sovereign. And it pulls down the interest of our youngsters. Sanatana Dharma will never go anywhere. But the interest of our youngsters. If they lack interest, they will be suffering. As you hear last night, Byaji, Aakhari 4,84,000. Then they will be thrown back in the 8.4 million species and come back and forth. Many think we don't need this. But these past 8 sessions, or 7 sessions of Ramayan, this Sivir has become an institution where various learned teachers, Pandits, has brought so much information to us under the supervision of this principal Dharmacharya. So it has been an intuition. We have been educated so much yet. This is needed. This is soul food. This is very much needed for all of us, young and old, but especially the young ones. This body of ours is given as a gift. Uttarakhand. Kabho ki kari karuna nardehi Det isha bin param snehi Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Aakhari 4,84,000 Jiva Abhinasi Kabho ki kari karuna narde Dete isha binu param snehi Dete isha binu param Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Shri Ram Jai Shri Sita Ram Bhagavan ki Jai. Uttarakhand is when the Lord Shri Ram returns from his exile back to home. This is a homecoming. Uttarakhand is homecoming. And whatever questions arises in your mind from Bala to Lanka Kand, all those questions can be resolved in the Uttarakand. That's why it's called Uttarakand. It has all the Uttars, it has all the answers. In the Uttarakand, one day the Lord decided to speak to the citizens of Ayodhya. And he put his hands together, literally begging. Think about it. Literally begging us. We were there too. Despite we cannot remember. The Lord remembers. Ki bade bhagya manus kana pava, all of that you have heard last night and on the past life. This is the words of the Lord. This chaupai is sent by the Lord. Bade bhagya manus kana pava, sura durlabha sabadram nagava. And the Lord says that in this creation of Brahma, Akari Chara Lachha Chaurasi, there are Akari Chara, there are 4 categories that makes up the 8.4 million species. But the human body is not included in this 8.4 million species. The Jeev, which is you and I, we are not this body. We will not talk about it because you know already. We are not this body. We are the Jiva. We are the individual soul. When the soul leaves this earth, exits the body, whichever body, it goes and awaits. It awaits for years, many, many years. One day, the Almighty, the All-Merciful Lord, Kabahu ke kari karuna naradehi, the Lord then thinks, let me give this Jiva another chance. With his karuna, his mercy. So that means that this human body is not obtained by your efforts. It's been gifted by the Lord. And the Lord gives that Jiva the opportunity again to go and live according to the Ramcharitmanas. To learn and adopt the characters of Lord Sri Ram. These human body devotees are given very easily to us. Last night we heard कि साधन धाम मोक्ष करिद्वारा पायनते paralok siddhara, that this human body is an instrument, is a means with which we can reach the gates of liberation, salvation. But in the Kiskindakand, when Bali was slain, his wife Tara began to weep in front of the body. Then Lord Sri Ram is telling Tara, Ki He Devi, Shiti Jalapavaka Gagana Samira Pancha Rachita Adham, Ati Adhama Sarira. Ati Adham means this body that is made of 5 elements is the lowest. Now in the Uttarakand, in front of all the citizens and in front of his Guru Vasishta, the Lord is saying that this human body is the highest to attain, and with this human body we can reach the gate of salvation. He contradicts himself. Would the Lord Almighty, all-pervading, Aghatat Ghatita Patiyam Mahoto Mahiyan, the Lord, would he contradict himself? No, he would not. But why would he say first that Ati Adham? And then in the Uttarakhand he is praising the glories of this human body. Is because that one who got this rare opportunity to secure this human body that was gifted to you by the Lord and does not utilize it for the righteous deed or to attend the satsang, that body is Ati Adham. But those who comes here and serves the community by setting up all of this and hosting and all of you coming and attending and listening carefully to the words of Ramayan, those bodies become an instrument that can take you. It becomes a vessel, as we heard a few nights ago. A vessel that takes you to the gates of salvation. Goswami Tulsidas Ji writes that this body is in vessel is like a boat. Now, what we do with the now, with the boat, we cross the river. And this is to cross the Sansara Sagar, the ocean of birth and death. The ocean in which the mundane affairs takes place. And often we fall off the boat and we sink. And we have to come back again after passing through the 8.4 million species. Goswami Ji said, Naratan bhav baridh kaho bero, Naratan bhav baridh kaho bero, Sanamukh marta anugrah tero, Sanamukh marta anugrah tero. Sri Ram Jai Jai Rama, Sri Ram Jai Jai Rama, Sri Ram Jai Jai Rama, Sri Ram Jai Jai Rama. Karan dhar Satgur Dridha Nava, Durlabh Saj Sulabh Kari. Goswami Ji is saying ki Naratan baridh kaho bero. That this human body is like a boat, a vessel. At the end of Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran, Bhagavan Shri Krishna has this conversation with Uddhav, his dear friend Uddhav, which is known as the Uddhav Gita. The Lord is telling Uddhav ki hey Uddhav, Nripadeha madhyam suloham sudurlabham Plavam sukalpam gurukarnadharam. The same thing that Goswami Ji describes. Kanhaiya is saying to Uddhav, ki Uddhav, Nrideha madhyam sulabham sudurlabham. There's this human body, Nrideha madhyam sulabham. We have gotten it very easily, which is rare, it's hard to get, sudurlabham. And here Uddhav, this human body, this boat, this plavang, I have given it easily for mankind to cross the ocean of birth and death. संसार सागर के पार करने के लिए हमने मनुष्य शरीर दिया है. उद्धव से कि भगवान कृष्ण, वो तो ठीक है, this human body I have given to cross the ocean, but the Bhavsagar, the ocean of birth and death, is not like East Demerara Canal. It's a huge ocean. So Bhagavan Krishna is saying ki Udho Pravam Sukalpam Guru Karanadharam. That's why I have also gave the opportunity for that human being to come in contact with a Sadguru, with a master. He is the captain, he is the boatman. He is the one who's going to steer this boat and help you go across. And devotees that the captain is not well skilled. We all know what happened with the Titanic. So this body of yours, this Titanic of yours, needs a very skilled Sadguru to go across. Gosai Tulsidas ji is saying the same thing. Karanadhara Satagura Drihanava Duralabhasad Sulabh Karipa. That with the help of the Sadguru, he can help us take across the ocean of birth and death. We will say, oh, it's okay, I can understand, you have a good captain. But there are always Maya. Kanhaiya, your Maya that you have, yourself you have talk about it in the Gita. Devi Hesham Gunamayi Mama Maya Durattaya Mamevam Ye Prapadhyante Maya Metam Tarantite. Kanhaiya, there are storms in this ocean. There are opposites wind that will push this boat, this vessel, that will slow down the vessel. So Krishna is saying, Ayodhya, Udho, Chinta mat karo, don't worry. Mayanupulena nabhasvateritam. That I will be there to assist the Sadguru. Why the Sadguru? Why not the devotee? Because the Sadguru is taking the Jiva. So, Mayanupulena nabhasvateritam. From behind, I will support. How is what Goswami Tulsidas ji is saying? Ki sanamukha marta anugraha mero. Marta means wind. I will support that vessel. I will support the Sadguru so that he can take that jiva across the ocean of birth and death. Puman bhavabdhim nataret sahatmaha. There is no other way. That is why the jiva falls from this priceless birth to lower births devotees. And to explain all of this, that this human body is priceless, the Vedas, the Puran, the Ramayan, various Ramayan, they are there just for this sake to explain to you. For us to understand this, the Federation of Hindu Mandirs and the USA Pandit Parishad organizes Ram Katha in the park like this. ask you to give the management a big hand. One way or the other, if you can understand this, that this human body is priceless, is given to you, even though it's very rare, but it's given to us very easily. It is now our task to make something of it, to take it to the gate of salvation. And these giant organizations are putting things together without any self-interest, but for the interest, for the well-being of you and I, putting these things together, these civils together, that we can come here and bathe in this lake. With one way or the other, that we can attach our mind to Lord Sri Ram or Sri Krishna. Vichitra dehaya hastapadayo sanjukta. Sudaji saying very in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavad that Vichitra deha, this is very wonderful body, fully equipped, operatable. And what should we do with it? He answers, Vichitra dehaya Ishvaraya niveditum. We have to surrender. And it is absolutely not true that you have to sell all your properties or you cannot earn money. No, no, no. You can do all of this. But remember, the highest objective for this human body is Ishvara Niveditum. To obtain the grace of the Lord. That's the highest. In between, we can become doctors, we can become engineers, we can become successful businessmen, we can become all of that that's going with it, that's fine. But remember one thing, that is not the highest objective, but the highest objective is to attain the Lord. Ante Narayana Smritihi Janma Labham Pare Punshe. Sudaji is saying, Vedavyas. Janma Labha Pare Punshe. Ante Narayana Smritihi. Live in such a way. Physically you can live in your house, in your mansion, and travel in your cars, in your auto transportation means. But mentally renounce all of that in such a way that at the last moment when we have to take our last breath, Vedavyas is saying ki Ante Narayana Smriti, that we remember him. Otherwise we fail. We fail ourselves. So Ramcharitamanas or Ramayan, which is actually the same. Kali Kalusha Nishtarana Hetu Balamik Tulsi Bhayo. It is Balamik himself who became Tulsidas in this age of Kali Yuga. And it is the Veda himself, as Dharmacharya ji informed us few nights or nights after night, that Balamika Ramayana is Veda itself. Matter of fact, the avatar of Bhagavan Sri Ram is the avatar of the four Vedas. Krityatmanam Chaturvidham. Veda herself manifested in four folds. Vedte vedte pare punshe jate dashrata atmaje. Ved prachet sadat sitah sakshat Ramayanam atmanah stitah. It is the Veda, when the Veda saw that the Lord, the Paripurnam Parakleswara Bhagavan, is about to take avatar as a human being, The Vedas thought that we are one that's singing the glory, so why should we not also partake? So then the Vedas decided to manifest as the Ramayana. Vedah pracheta sadasedah sakshad Ramayana atmajah sthitah. So Ramcharitamanas and the Ramayana of Valmiki are equivalent to the Vedas. Goswami Tulsidas is saying that's why Nana Purana Nigamam Magama. That all the Puranas, the Smritis, I have squeezed and take all the jewels from all of that and compile it here in the Ramcharitamanas, as the Ramcharitamanas. So Ramayana is equivalent as the Vedas. When Vedavyasji sat down to write the first Bhagavad, first Puran, he didn't know where to start. Then Brahma ji came and said, Vyasa, Patha Ramayana Vyasam Kavyam Bijam Sanatana. Read the Valmiki Ramayana. And after that you will get an insight where to start with your Puranas. And Vedavyasji not only read, but also did the Parayana, means repetition of Ramayana. And then he started to pen the various Puranas. So in this entire Ramcharitamanas, in the entire life of Bhagavan Shri Ram, he came for us. So therefore we have to put his examples to work for us. How does Ramayana help us? How can Ramayana help our children? That's the motto here. And the main message of the Federation of Hindu Mandirs and the USA Pandit Parishad. And there are so many examples. And we may not be able to cover the entirety of it. Look, in life, we all want Sri Ram, whether we are aware, we know or not. Whether we are aware of it or not. Happiness is everyone who is longing for happiness. Ananda. And the Lord Shri Ram is Jo Ananda Sindhu Sukharasi, Shikaratai Trailoka Supasi. Everyone wants happiness, Ananda. But there is more than that. If I ask all the mothers, which kind of son do you want in your life? आपको पुत्र कैसा चाहिए? तो सभी कहेंगे हमें राम जैसा पुत्र चाहिए. Mothers will say, I want a son like Bhagavan Shri Ram. Other sisters, when we ask our sisters, which kind of spouse would you like to have? They will always say कि पति चाहिए तो श्री राम जैसा. And when we ask a true friend, who would you like to have as a true friend? Then they would say, If I would like to have a friend, it would be like Bhagavan Sri Ram. So we want Ram. Everyone wants a brother or a friend or a son or a spouse like Bhagavan Sri Ram. So we are longing for Ram. Why? Because of his character. One who has no greed but wants to serve his devotees. He only came on earth to serve his devotees, to spend the time. Of course, when the Lord comes here down, then he does some cleanups, remove some obstacles in his way. Marriage, etc., Kumbhakarna and Ravan. But his core reason is to spend time with his devotees, show them the real path of dharma, dharma sthapanarthaya. The Lord who's supposed to be coronated as the prince of the highest prince, as the highest prince of Ayodhya, tonight, this morning, the night before, everything was arranged, and the early morning, he had to leave. If it was you and I, the outcome wouldn't be nice. But the Lord, he didn't mind. Why? There are 4 types of dharma. Dharma are of so many kinds. But it is divided in 4 categories. Samanya dharma, Vishesh dharma, Visheshtar dharma, and Visheshtam dharma. In the Balakanda, when the Lord appeared as a child, before that, when Dasarath performed the Putreshtikam Yagna to have children, at that time, Prajapatya Purush from the Agni rose, this male deity, and had the prasad in his hands. And he didn't give it to Raja Dashrath, gave it to Guru Vasishtha. And Guru Vasishtha then told Dashrath that this has to be divided. Prasad cannot be eaten alone. Prasad has to be shared. That's why we share prasad. So the prasad that was given to Dashrath and then was divided. But in reality, the Purnamidam, Purnamadaha, Purnamadaya, that Paripurna Parat Parakleshwara, Brahma, the all-pervading Lord, cannot be divided. He is so complete, it cannot be divided, like the individual soul. That's why it's called the individual. You cannot divide it anymore. The individual soul cannot be divided. Then how can you divide that Supreme Soul? So here is that the dharma, because the Lord Shri Ram is the embodiment of dharma. Ramo Vigravan Dharma. Dharma was divided in 4. Samanya dharma, Vishesh dharma, Visheshtar dharma, and Visheshtam dharma. That is why the Lord Shri Ram, he adopts the Vishesh dharma. What is the Vishesh dharma? Matridevo bhava, Pitridevo bhava, Acharya devo bhava, Atithi devo bhava. Ma Kekahi has said that the Lord Shri Ram has to go for exile, then he obeys that. He does not go and fight back, but he obeys that. He accepts it. Lakshman, he exercises the Vishesh Dharma. Bhrata, Bharta, Patihi, Patnihi, Raghavaha. My father, my brother, my everything is Raghav. That's why, hey Prabhu Shri Ram, I will go with you. He insisted to the end that he will go, he will go, and he did went. This is Vishesh Dharma. Visheshtar Dharma is that Dharma that was exercised by Bharat. Bharat also insisted for one thing, that the Lord should come back and be crowned as the king of Ayodhya, since the father has already departed. And he tried his most best, but he wasn't able to bring Bhagavan Shri Ram back. The Lord at the end told him, Bharat, no. This is the order I got from Ma Keke. What will people say tomorrow? That I have disobeyed my mother's orders, her request. So therefore, Bharat, you go back to Ayodhya. Return to Ayodhya and take care of all the three mothers and the citizens of Ayodhya. And Bharat returned to Nandigram. But he said, Lord, since you do not want to come, because you have to complete this order of your mother Kekayi, I need something from you. So he took his divine sandals, the khedao of Bhagavan Shri Ram, and he returned, put it on his head and returned to Ayodhya. Where did he place this khedao? He put it on the throne, on the seat where the king is seated. That even though physically Lord Shri Ram is not there, yet he is already the king of Ayodhya. And then he went to Nandigram. Bharat went to Nandigram. And from there he managed the economy, the operation, everything in Ayodhya from Nandigram. And he let the divine sandals of the Lord pervade over Ayodhya and protect Ayodhya. If any neighboring enemies would come and attack Ayodhya, who would they go to fight to? To the sandals? People will say, "Kisse yuddha karoge? Who are you going to battle?" King battles king. You have to look someone of your own size. Are you going to battle with the sandals? That is why Ayodhya was never under attack. So Visheshtar Dharma was exercised by Bharat. And Visheshtam Dharma which is the most exhaustive, very difficult, was exercised by Shatrughan. Shatrughan never put any request. Lakshman did, he insisted. Bharat did. Bharat went and tried to bring the Lord. Bharat's Visheshtar Dharma is also not easy. Also not easy. Because he took a pledge. Bharat took a pledge that I don't want anything. I'm going to go, I'd rather die. If I don't have Sri Raghav, Raghunath, Bhagavan Shri Ram and Sita, I will not live. I don't want to live. dharma na arth na kama ruchi, gati na chaho niravan. Then what do you want, Bharat? Janama janama rati ramapad ye vardana. That birth after birth, I want to be the servant of the feet of Bhagavan Shri Ram. I don't need no palace, no kingdom, nothing. That's not so easy. But Satrugna kept everything within his heart. He had wanted to go with Ram because the four brothers grew together. They played together. They went to school, to Gurukul together. They got married together. They had children also. So he was also longing for his elder brother to be with Ram, Lakshman, both. But he couldn't, but he didn't say a word. He kept it in his heart. And he surrendered within his heart. That my Raghunathji, you are my mother, you are my father, you are everything. I accept wherever I am. And from here, in my heart, I have your abode. This is called Visheshtam Dharma. Tam means highest. So especially to our youngsters, Ramayan teaches us that your mother or your father might say something in a different tone, but know that that might be for your own betterment. In today's life, devotees, we paying attention more to the word than the relationship. We paying more attention to the shabd, not the sambandh. Both starts with sa. Shabd and sambandh. The youngsters today, children today, are paying more attention to the words, what has been said, but not the relationship. Bhagavan Shri Ram, who was to be crowned as the main prince of Ayodhya, who would have all these riches. Last night, but this morning, he has been told by his mother that he has to go for exile for 14 years. He did not went back and argued with his mom or grabbed a bottle of liquor with his friends and went to drink and tell them, Mom, Mama, Daddy just give me too much problem. They want to take everything from me. He thanked his mom, even though he was born from Kaushilya. And Ma Keki was the third mother, the second mother. Technically, we can say the stepmother. The mother is 10 times more respectable than the father. The stepmother, this is principle, siddhant, in the scriptures. The stepmother is 10 times more respectable than the mother. So that means it's 100 times more respectable than the father. One has to respect the stepmother 100 times more than the father. Sauguna or. That is why we call Sauteli Ma, stepmother. So here Bhagavan Shri Ram did not went and argue. He went and thanked Kekayi. And then went to Dasharath also. And then he visited his mom too, here, Kaushilya. That don't worry, Dad has given me the kingdom of the forest. He has made me the king of the forest. So I'll be there, ruling the forest. He didn't went and fight. He didn't make no fuss. Why? Because it was his mother. He looked at the relationship, not at the words. A few nights ago, we heard that when Vibhishan spoke to his brother Ravan and told him that this is not good. You want to fix all of these things? Return Mother Sita back to Bhagavan Shri Ram and all the problem, everything will be fixed. There will be no war. Let's fix this peacefully. And he explains in many chopais to Ravan that this is not how we're supposed to live. And it's a very important piece, a paragraph of Vibhishan. Vibhishan was known at that time to be the highest educated person or minister in the constitutions. And he says, among the very beautiful words, the teachings, he is saying something. Jahan sumati tahan sampati nana, jahan kumati tahan vivega nidhana, jahan sumati tahan sampati nana, जहाँ कुमति तहाँ विवेक निधाना, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम, श्याम रामचंद्र की जय। जहाँ सुमति taha sampati nana. There is unity. There is unity, there is sampati, there is wealth, there is growth, there is movement, there is accomplishment. We have seen over the past nights, the stage was full with Brahmins. Because of the unity we have. Yeah, one may dress a little different, one may utter a mantra a little differently, one may sing the song Chopai a little differently, in a different tone. But when it comes for us to be together, we have that unity that we group up together. We come together. And for those that may be absent for the entire Yagna, maybe he is higher educated than us, but we have bundled up together to give a hand here in this Ramayan in the Park event and help decorating it here. So there is unity, there is growth, there are movements, there is success. Or jahan kumati tahan vipati nidhana. There is destruction. There where unity is absent, there is destruction. Only destruction. You cannot achieve anything. Because there is no unity. Cannot come together. Cannot put minds together. Even with all these teachings, Ravan did what? Literally, with his right feet, Ravan kicked them out. Kuladrohi, the enemy of this lineage. You eat from me, you eat in the plate, in the thali here of Lanka, and you praising, you protecting the enemy. If that's what you want to do, then get out from my kingdom and go to him and go teach him all these lessons. And we see brothers fight every day in our families. As Pandit Vishnu said on the first night, sometimes it's just for breadfruit tree. Maybe a simple fence. Maybe just a couple of dollars. Maybe a small piece of property land. We fight. Vibhishan should have fight too. Vibhishan should have kicked back Ravan. Vibhishan could took a sword at that time and throw it at Ravan, his elder brother, Ravan. He could have. Did he? He didn't. He put his hands together and says, Tum api to sarisa bhaleo mohe mara. You are my elder brother, but equivalent to my father. Like our dad, Vishrava. You are equivalent because he's elder. Tum pitu sarisa bhaleo mohe mara. It's okay that you hit me. And I will go, indeed, I will follow your orders. I will go to the side of Bhagavan Shri Ram and I will pray for your well-being. Think. I hope those brothers are listening to the broadcast of this katha that are fighting for little petty things. Our first night katha, Pandit Vishnuji mentioned that when the arrow was about to be broken and Raja Janak ji said कि इस क्षेत्र में कोई क्षत्रिय नहीं है, when there is no any heroes here that can come up and break this arrow, then Lakshman ji got up and said a few words. But before he completes his paragraph, the Lord Shri Ram only looked at him, and there was plenty of words. And Lakshman backed up and seated again. Only by the look of Bhagavan Shri Ram. That's respect. That's obedience. Vibhishan did not counterattack his brother Ravan. But indeed, he obeyed to him. You hate me, that's fine. You are like my father because you are elder than me. And I will pray for your well-being. Look at that. So can we not learn these beautiful things from the Ramayan? Because we don't read, and those people that do not come to the satsang, that's why they fall prey of this kind of things, where they fight among families, where they cannot respect the elders. The Lord Shri Ram went into the exile. Ma Sita got abducted, taken away. Okay, he would take the whole day to look for her. 2 days perhaps. A week passed. He never went to Ayodhya and asked Bharat, you know what, give me an army man. Even though when Mother Sita was located, yet he didn't call the Ayodhya, brother, send me the best of your best, all the squads and the army to come because I have to go back around. He's a great demon, very furious armies and magical Mayavi powers he has. So send all of these soldiers. Not one needle he asked. But through his what we call Chhatra Dharma, with whoever he had around him, the rich, the banners, the monkeys, and Neelanders, the bears. He made friendship with them. And they helped him. Remember, he's the Almighty. He couldn't do it from his abode. But he came on earth to pass these times with all of us in various forms. So he included everyone to be a part of his journey. These days, young people don't want to work. They run to mom, daddy to ask for money. We should not do that. You should respect your parents for the time they have sacrificed from back home, wherever you come from. Sacrifice everything. And this journey of sacrifice has started since in India 200 years back. They left everything. They just left everything for a better life. Thousands of miles away, they left and came to Guyana, Suriname, Trinidad, Barbados, Jamaica, wherever they went. They left everything, made that great sacrifice. But one thing we did not forget is what? Is what? Our Dharma, our Ramayan. They brought that with them. And most of them is the Pandit Brahmins who said, whatever is there will be there all the time. But my Prabhu Sri Ram and his Manas, they took their Ram Charitra Manas and bring it into wherever they landed. And from there, they continued educating themselves and others as well. Then they portrayed it on it with the Ram Leela. And today it has reached the courtyard of Jalaram Mandir. The sacrifice. So respect the sacrifice that parents and grandparents has made. All the scriptures are asking that when your grandfather or your father or any of your parents has passed away, or your uncles, do a shrat, do a ritual. It's not going to take your entire life savings away. It will take some of your time. Do it and sit and do it, perform it religiously. They're not asking part of your checking account. Do it. Lord Shri Ram never asked for anything from Ayodhya, but with whatever he had, he gathered everyone और लंका पर चढ़ाई कर दी and attacked the Lanka and became victorious also. Ravan was known as the biggest dawn at that time. No one could stop him. Sugriva and them, all of them saw Ravan abducting someone. Gaganapant dekhi mein jaya. They saw it. They told Bhagavan Shri Ram, we did see him, but we couldn't do it because the man is too strong. Ravan indeed was very mighty. Yes. He belonged to the demon lineage. Rakshas. Usually they are portrayed with big teeth, big eyes, bloody eyes and all of that, but Rakshas, demon devotees, is actually a nature, it's a personality. And the most dangerous demon, if there is, it is your personality. Because that can change your nature, your prakriti, your behavior. That's why Ravan is still burned today, to remind us. Look, in the Krita Yuga, Sati Yuga, in the first Yuga, the gods and the demons, they used to have their own planes, their own world. Asura Lok, Daitya Lok and Deva Lok. In Treta Yuga, they both resided on earth. Bhagavan Shri Ram in Ayodhya and Ravan in Lanka, Kumbhakaran, all of them in Lanka. Before they were in their own locals, in their own world. In Treta Yuga they reside on earth. In Dwapar Yuga, the last Yuga, where do they stay? In the same family. Dantapaksha, Kamsa, Shishupal. And Bhagavan Shri Krishna, in the same family. Where do they reside in the Kali Yuga, in this Yuga? In our hearts and in this body. Inside of us is Bhagavan, and inside also is the demons as well. That is why demons is not necessarily with bloody eyes, big teeth, huge mustache. No, it's a nature, it's a prakriti, it's a personality. And that is what is mighty and it's dangerous. That's what we have to fight with the help of our scriptures. This is what we have to battle in this age of Kali Yuga. That is why it's said that it's difficult to obtain the Lord, because it's so difficult. There are so many challenges. Our personality doesn't allow us. And that is why in the age of Kali Yuga, the easiest path has been adopted, has been told to us that adopt the easiest way. Kali Yuga kevala nama adhara, sumira sumira na uttarahi para. Kali Yuga kevala Rama gunagaha. Just surrender. Sing, think of him, surrender. Sarva dharma paratyajya mamekam saranam vraja. Aham tvam papebhyo mokshishyami masucha. Just surrender, surrender. Completely. Him and He alone is my everything. The Lord will then sarve papebhyo. All your previous faults, your sins, and punya and virtues, both He will wipe off and put you on a clean sheet. But when? When will He do that? Mam ekam. Only if you come to me alone, me alone. मुझे एक के शरण में आओ. थोड़ा दुर्गा पूजा कर ले, भैरव बाबा कर लो, they do a little bit Sangani Baba. I don't know what kind of Baba. I'm telling you, you have to be careful with those things. These people don't know what they do. It will not work. That will be different. Mam ekam, मुझ एक के शरण में आओ, then I will wipe off lynch. All your virtues, all your punyas and all your papa karma. From the previous life, not from the present life, because the prarabdha has already started. We have to finish the prarabdha in this one. So this will not be wiped off from this, but whatever was previous will all be on a clean sheet. And the Lord will welcome you. Anityam asukham lokam. In this not everlasting world, this perishable world where there is no true happiness, imam prapya bhajasvamam. Krishna is saying, bhajasvamam, mera bhajan karo. Come to me, sing my praises, remember of me, think of me. So therefore we have to, this is very helpful for us, Ram Katha. Today, in this world, especially in this part of North America, in Orlando, I know all of New York is coming and they try to buy more land and build houses, but there is a shortage of greenery in this part. Suriname and Guyana has tough in greenery. We have the greatest forest. We kept our greenery, our dandak one. Today we are talking about land reclamation. Back in the Treta Yuga, 900,000 years, when Bhagavan Shri Ram came on earth, when none other belief existed then, when the Lord spent 11,000 years on our earth, but when during His exile, wherever He had to stay for a few days, He would not disturb the trees. He was trying as much not to disturb the living beings, the insects, because it's their habitat. So He would not, and even somewhere where there is tree would have to be removed, He would reclaim all of that. Tulsidas did rise. तुलसी तरुवर विविध सुहाए, कहूँ कहूँ सिय का लखन लगाए। तुलसी तरुवर विविध सोहाए, कहूँ कहूँ सिय। माँ सीता would have planted, कहूँ कहूँ लखन लगाए, they would have planted not only the tulsi plants but also other trees. So from Ramcharitamanas, from Ram Leela, we can learn that reclamation is very important. Yes, we have to replace it. So Ramcharitamanas is teaching us, Bhojan kare tripit hit lage, jimaso asan pachave jatharage. Ramcharitamanas, Vibhuti is teaching us how to eat, what to eat, and how much to eat. Sometimes we see people standing and eating. Not good. Bhojan kariye tripit hita lage. Eat exact that proportion. Jimaso asan pachve, that the jathar agani, the agani in our stomach can easily digest it. And know what to eat, what is healthy for us. Today we have teach our children so much to eat things that are not designed for us to eat. Our stomach has become a cemetery. We eat anything and everything. Anything and everything. If you look at the social media videos, you will be... Even the demons are embarrassed to recall themselves demons. They have not gone to that far extent. You are walking with a cemetery. Dead animals of all kind. Ramayan is teaching us. Bhojan kariye tripta hita lage, jimaso asan pachave jatharage. Eat your fruits, your greens. In the Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran, it describes how the jiva enters the womb through the generative fluid of the male. How does it goes into the generative fluid? Is through the vanaspatis, the bhaji, the bora, the mango, to the fruits. That jiva that has gone from here and sent back to get a human body with the grace of the Lord makes sure, this is a sankalp of the Lord and He alone knows that through the generative, with the help of the bhaji, the bora, the aloo, all the vegetables that the man is consuming, it enters to the generative, it goes in the body and enters the generative fluid and then enters the womb. If we're not eating the right things today, how are we going to make good children? How are we going to bring forth good children? If we're not eating the right food, how we will be able to stand up as a youngster or as a high school student or a middle student to defend yourself that we don't have demigods, we don't have sand gods or sand demons. How can you have to eat that kind of bhojan that brings the sattvic thought in you. You have to yearn to learn, but you have to eat that what is good for you. You cannot put poison in the mouth of your children, devotees. You have to know what you put in their mouth. So look, pay attention of what we are eating. Bhagavan Sri Ram's character is so amazing that when Ravana was killed, he did his job and he went back, sit on a distance. He told Vibhishan, your brother is my brother, so therefore we have to grant him a proper funeral, like we do in most Hindu houses. In order to Lakshman, that you have to assist him in every way. Mandodari, the wife of Ravan, came crying and cried a little bit. It was her husband. But she had already warned him and she had accepted that this man will not live long again because the way he operates. Then she ordered her maids and guards to go take her to Lord Shri Ram. She wanted to see the man who killed this mighty Ravan. She wanted to meet with him. And as she arrived on the dolly, on a distance she got out from the dolly. She didn't want to bring that kingdom assets that look to Bhagavan Shri Ram. That is why when you have to come to when you go to the satsang, to the mandir, leave everything behind. Leave everything out. Your wealth, whatever, your diploma, your position, leave everything. Come empty. So that your mind can easily attach into the message, can adopt the message. The mind can be purified by the katha. Etasmat aparam kinchin manah suddha suddhaye. Only katha can cleanse your mind, nothing else. You can dive, jump in the Ganga river and then go in the shower, only your skin will be clean, not your mind. If you sit in the Mandir and you think katha is going on, you close your eyes and you're thinking, my Michael Kors $2,000 shoe is outside, somebody might go with it and so, it's not going to work. You have to leave everything, go. Come simple. So Mandodari, she walked to Bhagavan Shri Ram. Bhagavan Shri Ram was sitting on a huge stone, on a boulder. And soon he saw the shadow of this female. Bhagavan Shri Ram got up right away and looked and saw Mandodari. And he put his hands together and bowed. Mandodari ke charanon mein hamara namaskar. He bowed to Mandodari. Think. And he asked for forgiveness, that I am sorry, whatever had happened, but we gave him many times chances. But he didn't listen. I'm sorry for that. What can I do for your mother? Ma Mandodari said, I came here just to see the person who was successful in bringing a demonic end of Ravan. My husband had everything. He was well educated. He called Dasanan, one who had all the 4 Vedas and the 6 Shastras in his hand and could recite them in every direction, in all 10 directions. That's why he was called Dashanan. He was the greatest Pandit of that time, but born in a demon lineage. He has so many wives, so many queens, of which one of the Panch Kanya, Mandodari, belonged to the Panch Kanyas. But he couldn't help himself when he saw Sita. Now, of course, we have listened in the past that this was a curse upon him. So he had to go through that. So I want to see which man with that character that could defeat that nature, that personality. This is who Sri Ram was. But only by seeing the shadow of that female, he would get up right away. And he said, Mandodari said, Dhanyastha Kaushilya, Dhanyastha Dasharatha. That fortunate is that mother and the father that has children like you, O Ram. I will say to the devotees, fortunate are those parents of yours that made you in this world, and you are sitting here today with our sponsors, with all the Pandits here. Our parents have done yesterday. I thank each and every one for being here to talk throughout this 8th session of Ram Katha. There is so much more to talk about. We'll leave it for another day. And we thank those who have helped, the management here of Jalaram Mandir, and all of that. The MC will do the rest of the thank word. But devotees, I want to thank you for being here. Short after here, we will go into short Rama Abhishek and then our final Havan. During the final Havan, I will request that all the sponsors, the judgments have been sitting here for the past time to come on the stage. But we will wait until our MC will say. Today's Katha come to us Purana. Iti Shri Ram Katha Mahasampurana. Prem se Gurtiya Ramachandra ki jai. Pavan Sukha Hanuman ki jai.
Vyas Bhagwan ki. Vyas Bhagwan ki. Vyas Bhagwan ki. Please give her a round of applause. I think you deserve a standing ovation. Can you all please stand up? Please.
Thank you. We can sit down and please. Lord Shri Ram needs the sun.
Please so humbly said, please sit down. I picked up one thing before I hand the mic over to someone who's going to do the summary. Where there is unity, there is accomplishment, there is success, and there is growth. I thought that was one of the pointers that I think it represents all of us, which we should try to accomplish. Devotees, among us is a member of the USA Pandit's Parishad, and he was bestowed in front of all of us the title of Dharma Bhushan, which means that he's been a Pandit for 30 years and over. And at this time, I'll hand the mic over to Pandit Vishnu Hardawar Pandey. Please give him a round of applause.
Thank you very much, Bhaiya Durnath. Bhakta Jano, we have listened. I wish we could just go on and on. Our Vyas Bhagwan really represents Vyasji with his profound knowledge. It's tremendous. We are blessed to have him in our community, and I want to encourage all of you that whenever he is presenting a pravachan or a katha, avail yourself of the opportunity to be there and to listen to him so that we can all improve our lives individually and then collectively. He has just given us a profound synoptic philosophy of the Ramayan as it relates to dharma, swadharma. It relates to compassion, family relationship, the ability to do that which is right, the virtues of selflessness as opposing to selfishness. He took us through from the beginning. He started actually from the end of the Ramayan, but then he went all the way back to the front of the Ramayan in Balkand, and he took us right through all of the Kand of the Ramayan. And so for that, we are very, very fortunate to have our Vyasji here. I don't want to say we kept the best for last, because that's not right. That means I was the first Vyasji, so that won't look good on me. It just happened by a little lottery system. All right? So that's how Bhaiya ended up today's Vyas Bhagwan. But thank you so very much, Vyasji. And I'll turn it back over to our MC. We don't want to keep you here late, seriously. I get irritated when we start prolong this thing. Time is important. And so we have some observations, and I promise you next year when we do Ramayan in the park, whether it's here or any other location, we're going to have a long debriefing session. and we have seen some of the little hiccups we had, and we're going to correct those things. And one of the things we will emphasize and ensure is time management. We don't want to hold you here too long. We don't want to keep you here unnecessarily, and we want to just give you enough that you can absorb. There's no point we throw the whole Ramayan at you, and then when you get up, you say, a little bit sometimes is better than a whole lot, isn't it? So we want to make it easy for you to understand. We don't want to show off how much knowledge we have. We just want to make Ramayan Katha very simple so that every one of you can understand, and then you can go home and tell many of your husbands who don't like to come what they missed out on. Huh? Because if you can't tell your husband or your children what you learned last night at Katha, then the whole trip was wasted, isn't it? That's common sense. So we'll make it simple, we'll make it easy for you to understand. We'll try to stick to our time limits, and we won't keep you here because during the week everybody's got to work. Just because I'm retired, you're not retired. Right? So give a big round of applause to all the retired people. We earned it. That's why we are retired. So we are happily retired people. Those of you who are not retired, we feel your pain. And you will get there one day. Don't worry. All right? MC.
Please give him a round of applause. He's a politician. You see, the Ministry did not specify if he left